In this video, I'm going to transform my wrecked car seats from this to this. I'm Phil and welcome back to my channel. This is episode 5 of my hot rod restoration series where I transform my unused and neglected 1959 Ford Popular 103E. So far in the series, I've shown you how to start a car that hasn't run for years. Degreased, cleaned and freshened up the chassis, engine and running gear. Fitted some game-changing products to fix a mechanical issue. Showed how you can transform your dull and tired paint. And in the last episode, I walked you through how to degrease, wash and polish your car wheels. It was while I was preparing to transform my paint that I remembered that my front seats had seen better days, as every time someone sits on them, the carpet is left with crumbs of foam that fall from the seat, so trying to keep the carpet clean is a no-win scenario. So let me just rewind to the year 2000, when I took the Pop to the legendary workshop of Dave Haskell, where he replaced the roof, A-posts, fitted the door seals, straightened out the body, got the gaps of the doors and boot just right, tweaked the bulkhead and worked his absolute magic on the steel rear arches and prepared the body for paint. Dave worked closely with Neil Tabman, who, it has to be said, in my opinion and the opinion of many others, is the #1 custom interior upholsterer in the UK. If you're into the UK custom, hot rod and Porsche scene, then you would have heard of Neil's Auto Interiors and seen his incredible work. While visiting Dave one evening at his Manor Park garage for an apple tea and just a good old catch up and to see how the car was progressing, Dave mentioned to me that Neil was really keen to do the interior of my car. Now if you know Neil, then you know that deep down he's a Pop guy. He actually owned a 1954 Pop in grey which was fitted with an Essex V6 engine. In April 2002, my Pop was now MOT'd and on the road, and I drove it to my first car show at Watford Rods, and it won the NASC Special Award, and the car still didn't have a finished interior. It was just fitted with a couple of front seats. In 2002, I sold my Yamaha FZX 750 to finance the interior of the Pop. Now at the time, I had a young family and the idea of having family days out in the car seemed like a very good idea. And actually, that's where the name Pop Daddy came from. I sketched up a design and took the car and my drawings to Neil, who did an incredible job building a custom interior for me. What I wasn't expecting from Neil was the tuck and roll roof lining, which matched the rest of the interior. As you can see, Neil went above and beyond delivering an interior made of Mercedes grey vinyl that I absolutely love. Now, if Neil had his way, then the interior wouldn't be in black, it would be in lipstick red, which I'm sure would look amazing, but it just really isn't me. Sorry, Neil. So it's now present day, June 2024, when I remembered crumbling foam just falls out of the seats every time they are sat on. The seats are Triumph Spitfire Mark IV reclining seats, which fit perfectly into the pop, and I think keep the original character of the car. When I bought these seats, they were old, even then, and well used, and I've had them in the pop for over 25 years. So I made a call to Neil to ask him if he would consider dropping everything to help me out, because I was really keen to get the car on the road for a special event. Do you remember our friend Dave Haskell? And I know that Neil was really keen for me to get the car there too. I removed the front seats from the car and immediately noticed there was a bigger problem than I first realised. So I rushed the seats over to Neil's place, which was also a great excuse to have one of Mrs. Tadman's cup of teas and a nose around his garage and his incredible 34 Tudor sedan, which was built by Dave Haskell, and I never get bored of seeing this car. The next day, Neil messaged me to say he's found the problem. Oh dear. They certainly needed a lot more work than we both originally thought, but Neil, as always, stepped up to the challenge and stripped the seats back to basics. He replaced the rear seat straps with new Pirelli webbing, which I'm told acts as suspension for the seat. He remade the base, back and bolsters using different grade soft and hard foam, and refitted the seat covers which he made back in 2002. Neil turned this round for me in no time at all, so as soon as I collected them, I gave the seat frames a dab of paint to freshen them up, and cleaned and lubed the seat runners with some grease, which made all the difference to how they worked. So that's pretty much the interior all sorted now, all but the handbrake gaiter. I've really tried to kind of do a number on the carpets here and sit the carpets down. This amazing double-sided tape actually from Halfords. And cleaned up the seats, put some paint on the frames, greased everything up, and it's really looking good. Just giving the seats a little wipe down for now. I haven't put any kind of conditioner or cleaner on there yet. But it's coming together. It's really coming together. So all that's left now is to put this gaiter on over the handbrake. Now, I didn't get around to thoroughly cleaning the seats or the rest of the interior, but I will. And maybe that's another video for another day. And with Neil being the perfectionist that Neil is, he would like the seats back sometime to tweak a few things. But at least I can now hopefully get the car back on the road once again, which is exactly what I'm going to attempt to do in the next episode, when I take the pop out for a shakedown run. And if that goes well, I'll be driving it up and down the country for the first time in years and visiting a few events, including the NSRA Hot Rod Super Nationals and the Goodwood Revival. So please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out.